Hi, this is Dan Aykroyd. He's progressive. He's beautiful. He's thoughtful. He's intelligent. He's powerful. He's positive. He is Stephen
Hi, guys.
on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio.
Empowering listeners from the US to the UK. Live on air with Stephen Cuoco.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys hear Sam Fricker a little bit in there? While Dan Aykroyd was sharing his loving thoughts and accolades. I know, I understand that, Sean. Sometimes your fingers end up being too big for themselves. I don't mind. So if you were hearing Dan Aykroyd sharing, and we always use that wonderful shout out and testimony that he gave about me, that was Olympic swimmer Sam Fricker. So that's who was starting to talk, and we could have kept playing it, right? Oh, hey, make things interesting. You are live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio. No matter where in the world you are, whether you're listening on the iOS or Android app, Alexa, MyTuner, StreamItter, Live FM Radio, and on Apple Music, we are your premier destination for all things news, music, sports, entertainment, and more. It's been a great week. We've got I'm going to be hosting with Caitlin from Winning Time on HBO Max. I'm going to be hosting the Maxim Magazine Awards this weekend. I believe that's on Friday and Saturday, so I'm going to be getting more details today and finding that out. And got some great articles and publications going to be coming out soon. Looking forward to heading out to California to see my friend Charles. Going to be on the cover of Eclair magazine. I believe it's a cover and back cover or back of the page, 10 spread editorial. Looking forward to it. I'm going to be heading up the complete creative direction. I'm very grateful to Eclair magazine for that. I hope to have that issue out no later than by fall this year. Just got done hanging out with DJ Pauly D this last weekend. Was in a booth with him with several of my friends that were visiting from Canada. Very exciting times. As you know, you can head on over to my Instagram, Stephen Cuoco, StevenCuoco. See all the latest and greatest there. Also, Power 98.5 Instagram page, Power 98.5 Radio. And we just published Carter Williams, professional racing driver Carter Williams. His audio with me is available. And we're going to be sharing Allie Taylor, music artist, her a little bit later today on Power 98.5. So all the latest and greatest and best, definitely check out our socials for all of that and more. Just got done with UFC this weekend. I got a lot of videos over on my TikTok, Stephen Cuoco. You can see some videos over there. I'm going to be posting a lot more Q&A with Dana White, a lot of the other athletes I'm going to be sharing and publishing and posting. I like to call it publishing. That's how I see it on TikTok and also Instagram. So whether Power 98.5, we're all over the place. Instagram. I don't have a Power 98.5 Twitter page. Don't need it. I use the Stephen Cuoco. Either way, all things Stephen Cuoco, StephenCuoco.com, my public relations page. Check it out. Share your love and thoughts. You're listening on power985.com. You can click that bottom right-hand icon, the messenger. Share us your love, your thoughts, any shout-outs, anything at all. Message me and my team, and we will get it instantly. And yeah, we didn't get anything yet, did we? No? Come on, guys. Start sending in more messages. We've been getting a lot of messages after hours, but hey, I don't mind it all. Connie, thank you. Connie Williams, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, the first one in. You've been listening for quite some time, haven't you, Connie? Oh, thank you for the love and support. We've got professional MMA fighter Blake Oswald with us today. Been a long time coming. Excited about this. He's a personal trainer, coach. He is based out of Lindsay, Ontario. His record is 2-1, 2 wins, one, I don't want to say loss, but 2 wins, one that wasn't fully accomplished, but that is not his fault. He's going to make it up down the road. His gym, right out of Big Country MMA. He's 25 years old, and he's an incredible guy. And Blake, you're a ginger snappers, aren't you? You've got some red hair to you.
I sure do. I get the name Conor McGregor a lot, so that's been a big thing as I walk into a room. Well, you look like Conor, and then the stories start of, yeah, I actually fight too, and that's what I do as a living. So
I like it. No, you look incredible. When you're not cutting weight, what a transformation. I saw your 2022 interview and your video, and you look younger than 25. But I'm going to tell you, when you have that full look, it really suits you. So that's the biggest thing. Do you ever worry about when you're cutting weight or getting water out of your system, do you worry about aging quickly?
Well, that's a big thing you said with the one loss. You weren't counting it as a loss. It's a big learning experience for me, and I've been lucky that I got some guys on my team now that are very knowledgeable in the situation. So my last cut was just amazing. I didn't have to cut near as much water, and we did it much smarter, so that I was energized, feeling a lot better for my fight, and I could fight a full 15 minutes going hard the whole entire time without worrying about my gas tank. Mm-hmm. That one loss, I actually cut 17 pounds in 9 hours. So you can just imagine how your body would feel on that. I took the fight on 26 days notice. I've never been one to get the call and turn it down. So I took the fight, and it was a harder fight just to make the weight.
We've got 2 people here. Sarah said, she commented, Team Oswald, and then Brad. Blake Oswald is the man to watch in pro MMA in Canada.
Brad's actually my manager. That's awesome, Brad.
I was wondering because it says ringside management. So thanks for that, Brad.
Yeah, he's been the guy to get me these shots and stuff. Right, my first pro fight was the main event. He hooked me up with that, and that was amazing. So we've just been keeping the ball rolling ever since then.
What's next for you, honestly? Because it's been a while since you had a match, right?
I fought June 3rd. So I'm just I'm playing it by ear, seeing what I can get. I wanted to take a little bit of time off after that. Those were 2 quick turnarounds. Couple injuries to deal with that I just wanted to get off the table and make sure that I'm ready to go 100% for my next one so that I can put on the biggest show.
What do you want for yourself? I mean, a lot of people, I was just at MMA this week. A lot of the media people were asking what they would do with the 50 Gs. And, I hear a lot, someone wants to either buy a car or put a down payment on a house. What is the goal for you, for your family? What's ahead for you that you really want to get for yourself?
Well, yeah, I'm from a small town, Lindsay. I'm trying to make a name for myself and build up not only myself, but MMA in general and the art of self-defense, man. Too many people are gardeners nowadays, and I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war, right? So just trying to move that movement and continue getting that going. We were really put on pause during COVID. All of Canada MMA was really put on pause, and now I think we're starting to get noticed.
Are you ever coming to the States? I know you and I had a private personal chat. We were talking, but I'm going to tell you, I know what we had. I remember what we had discussed when we think of UFC and everything. But we've got Dana White's Contender. I'm going to that tomorrow. Have you ever thought of seeing if you can get into his Contender series?
Oh, amazing. That's the goal for sure. And I just got to keep putting on these really good performances and not going out there being a boring fighter and just keep getting noticed and recognized.
All right, I got to ask, how the heck can you say you're a boring fighter? there's no way.
No, I'm not a boring fighter, and that's what I mean. I just want to keep going out there and not being that boring fighter. You can expect that I'm going out there ready to go full tilt every single time, and that's what the crowd can always expect.
Yeah, I would say there's no way that you could think less of yourself because I know you've got a great spirit about you. You're very enlightening. You're aware. I like the fact to where, my perception of having to get to know you is you seem to be very visual. You know what you're looking for emotionally, mentally, visually. What are your eyes set on of what you want to do or leaving a legacy of what it means to be Blake Oswald?
Well, that's exactly it about leaving the legacy part. I want to take fighting as far as I possibly can, and then I want to try to pass it down as much as I possibly can to the next generation. And not only that, just building up everybody around me through fighting. It's amazing what it's done for my life. It changed my life completely. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for MMA. So I want to give that back to people.
How long have you been doing it again? Since the age of what?
10 years or so, 11 years. But before that, I was fighting at school and getting in trouble. And we started a fight club at school when I was like 7 years old, and we would fight every single weekend. So it's not for a bad thing or because we didn't like each other, but it's just because I love doing it. My friends love doing it, and it's just who I am.
Marlena just sent us a message. She said, Team Oswald and biggest fan.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, that's your mom. All right. Well, hello,
yes,
Mom.
Yes.
And I just got, I want to say, Brad, I did get your message. I believe that probably is the YouTube that I did watch. Yeah. I don't know if you hear that or not. So this is Blake Oswald versus Pedro Sembrano?
Yes, Pedro. That was my last fight.
Okay. Thank you for that.
In Oshawa, sold-out crowd at the Tribute Center, put on by our team, actually. Ringside, running it right from the front all the way down, filling a whole entire fight card with Rebel Alliance. So, yeah, we got big things going on over here.
Any sponsors who you going after?
At this time, I'm not going after sponsors per se. I'm just trying to get my name out there and just continue to show why I'm a good representative to sponsor. I think that's more important than trying to chase them.
Do you believe you're missing anything, Blake, or do you believe that, because you're the investment? We all know that the name is the investment, the look, the image, the brand, your story, all of that. Do you feel that it's strong enough now? I know you gave some answers to this, but honestly, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. Do you feel as a seasoned 25-year-old, already having several matches under your belt, already, competing, already having, won twice, don't you feel confident enough that your name and your look and your image is strong enough to where you don't need to go after those big heavy hitters to at least try to start out somewhere, even if it's small or maybe a smaller business or a smaller company, whatever it may be, until maybe you can get a Red Bull or a Monster drink company or something?
Yes, of course. And I've been thankful to have amazing sponsors here around our local area. The Silva Brower Land Works, those guys sponsor me on every single event. Tiling Muskoka, the local 401 union, the Electricals Union. There's so many. I just, Jan Con out of Toronto, a construction company. There's so much support here in Canada. Michael Malat said it. I was actually at the UFC in Vancouver. Mike Malat said it on the mic after. Canada supports their people, man. It's amazing, the love around here.
Canadians are great. I got a lot of friends out of there from Saskatchewan, Ontario. Oh my God, don't tell me I'm having a brain fire. I went to Banff. Someone took me out to Banff. I'm going to tell you, it reminded me a little bit of New Jersey, where I'm from. Calgary is another place as well. And then Vancouver. But people tell me don't ever go to Vancouver.
Well, don't go downtown Vancouver. Sightsee around it, but that's, don't go downtown, maybe.
Yeah, I've heard some horror stories out there. Claire wanted me to, she sent a message, and look at 11:11. We love you, Blake. Yeah,
right. The support is just there. I love it. They're awesome.
Well, we're
my whole team, my family, my friends, all that.
Oh, we're not done yet. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Nita couldn't be more proud of his dedication and determination. So right here proves, Blake, that with the family and friends and the support systems that you have, I'm going to tell you as a over 30-year veteran working in public relations, you're ready. And the only way that you're going to be ready is believing that you're ready. And I worked in mental health for 15 years, and I'm not analyzing you or trying to analyze you. What I hear, and just from my natural gift of understanding human beings and human nature, I really feel that this interview was meant to happen at the right time. I know that we connected a while back, and then you were finally able to respond back to that message I sent you. Whatever you want to do, whatever you believe that you need to do, what you, your team, your coach want to accomplish, the time is now. Even if it's getting prepared for later this year or in 2024, I truly believe that you are ready in every way to treat this to the best of your ability as a business, and to not wait for anyone to tell you to either wait or when you're ready, and for you to go out there and really, you mentioned Conor McGregor, put that in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, and see yourself on that big stage. See yourself either in Madison Square Garden or here in Las Vegas at T-Mobile, wherever it is. I guarantee you, I couldn't give a shit how many fights someone may say that you need to win or whatever you need to do. Anything can happen for anyone as long as someone believes you are going to be a ticket master. You're going to have some sort of draw to you. And even what I've seen in UFC, even some of the ones that are not huge and famous, people will pay the money to come out. People will pay for those VIP tickets, but also at the same time, people will watch. And if you're able to get on the screen or continuing like what you're doing, getting in front of the media, Blake, it's going to happen for you quickly. Just leverage all of that. And it sounds easier than maybe possible, but keep in mind, Canada is very different than the US, but your support system and the way that you guys do things in Canada is very different from here. And I believe that you can excel a lot more because you're Canadian than if you were living here in the States. So I really believe that your position's a lot better than maybe you realize.
Well, I greatly appreciate that coming from yourself, man. Much appreciated. And that's why I just, hard work, and just keep working hard. And that's all I can do. And just continue getting my name out there. Like you said, getting on that screen. Each time you get on that screen, it's just a little bit better. And I just got to perform better every single time.
Well, you're going to be doing that for the rest of your life while you're in MMA and you're in this sport, and your body's going to change. You know this. Like when we think about nutrition, what do you do, for yourself, whether on or when you're off and relaxing?
For the nutrition wise, I'm really, really lucky. Actually, my girlfriend's a holistic nutritionist, and she takes care of a lot of my meal prep and things like that, counts my macros, ice baths and massages, and you got to be taking care of your body in this sport. Like you said, it's very hard on your body as well. So you just got to do double time taking care of it.
Christine said, Blake's drive is second to none. I hear you laughing a little bit. You're shocked, aren't you? Are you surprised a little bit?
Oh, I know that they support me. I appreciate them getting on there to throw some comments in there. Their support has been very amazing. I can't, there's no way to say thank you enough.
You have any animals?
I got 3 dogs at home. I actually moved out just so I was closer to the gym, but at home we got 3 dogs.
Oh, it keeps you grounded, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Gives you purpose in life.
Yep.
What's the number one thing, if you're comfortable, what's the number one thing that no one ever knew about Blake that you would like to share with us today? What makes you special? What makes you great? Maybe a hobby, can you play the piano with your feet? Like what can you do that's extraordinary, or even something that's so simple but means a lot to you?
I think it goes a little deeper than that. I for myself, just that mental strength, being able to be at the absolute bottom in life and then coming back. I don't think it's any specific talent. I think no matter what you want to be good at, you're going to practice. You're going to get good at it. It's going to take thousands and thousands of hours, but that mental strength when you're at the bottom to be able to dig yourself out of that in life, not just in fighting.
Before we close out, and I'm looking forward to having you on again, you've got my direct number. You can call me, text me anytime. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
Shout out to my family, my friends, everyone who supports me, the guys at the gym, James Clark, Justin Condy, Joe Elliott. If anyone hears this, somebody give James Clark a call right now. Get him on Contender Series. He's ready to. Justin Condy, guy's a killer. He's got over 100 Thai fights. He's 4-1. Give him a call too. We'll all fill a card, bring it to Canada, and let's go.
Any closing thoughts, my friend?
Thank you very much for having me on.
Absolutely. And is Instagram still the main go-to for you?
Yeah, Instagram's a great thing to contact me on for sure.
Share your handle.
Whatever it is, my Instagram is Blake Oswald 9, BLAKEOSWALD 9.
So glad you were with us today, Blake. Just hold the line, and anything else that you want to share before we head on out today?
Everybody have a great day, and thanks for tuning in. I look forward to signing that contract and putting on another show for you guys.
And remember, Dana White's Contender Series, I'm going to find out more about it tomorrow, but at the same time, big shout out to Sarah, Brad, Marlena, Claire, Nita, Christine, even to Brad, contact the UFC and see what can happen. I mean, that's where they're signing the contracts. That's where they're doing a test run. Like I said, I don't know the politics of how many fights or what you need, but it doesn't hurt to ask, right?
Right, 100%.
Awesome. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Stephen. You have yourself a great day.
You too. Thank you to everyone who joined us today, live on air with Stephen Cuoco on Power 98.5 Satellite Radio. Blake Oswald, very impressive, great guy, 25 years old, out of Canada. Remember, head on over to his socials, all that and more. We will re-air this episode at a later date, so definitely head on over to power985.com, check the schedule, and thank you to everyone for the love, the support, the messages here. Once again, Mr. Blake Oswald, 25 years old, hometown. He's out of Lindsay, Ontario. Record is 2-1. His gym is Big Country MMA. And he's a personal trainer, coach, and leading up to being the next Conor McGregor. It was impressive. I appreciate that, Sean. Yeah, he does have a good look. Very marketable. Maybe Monster. I think Monster should sponsor him, don't you? Yeah, why not? All right, everyone. Dana White's Contender Series is tomorrow. I will be there, so definitely check out my socials for that. It's going to be my first Contender Series I'm going to be attending, and then a Maxim Magazine's Awards is going to be this Friday and Saturday here in Vegas. Look forward to that and more of content. Just posted professional race car driver Carter Williams. That is on the Power 98.5 Satellite Radio Instagram page, Power 98.5 Radio. Going to be sharing music artist Allie Taylor. Excuse me. That bonus clip is going to be happening a little bit later today. And then we're going to have more about Blake Oswald on Power 98.5. So definitely head on over to the website, power985.com. And also look forward to checking the schedule. If you happen to not want to wait to hear my interview with Mr. Blake Oswald, we will be sharing this on your favorite podcast platforms, whether it's iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Amazon Audible. Remember, this is a radio show and not a podcast. We just like to share the love everywhere so that people can hear the best, just like with Blake, the best, and you'll have those links to share. Use those so you can add them in your media kit, share them with other media resources, so on and so forth. I will be sharing those links with Blake, and then him and his team can go ahead and have those, and he can go ahead and also send that to his over to Brad. Thanks again to everyone who joined us today. Look forward to more great shows. Also, let me tell you what Lady T. That's going to be coming up later this week, as well as Resilient You with Alicia Pizzoni. And then in the Actors and Athletes studio with Stephen Cuoco and Jake Jensen, we've got a new episode coming up as well. So all that and more on Power 98.5. Have a great day, everyone.
Friend us on your socials and let's connect.